And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show. And this is going to be episode 331. So I hope you guys had a great day. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, I am going to be having a conversation with Rogue Hero once again, and this is going to be his second appearance on the show. Haven't talked to my boy in quite some time. Do you know the last time you had an appearance on the show?
Probably almost a year ago, I think.
So the last time you were in a panel show was the New Year's episode for the show, I
Right.
think. And the
Okay.
last time you had a one-on-one was episode 51.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
Damn, I gotta see it right now. Let me open up my tabs. I
That
was like,
had to
what's
be
the last?
over a year ago.
Yeah, because I type in your name right here. Yeah, so the last one-on-one we had was episode 51, and the last time I saw you on a panel show, I think was when I was trying out some other random new guy, and then the other two people there, they became, I don't know. So it was Cyfax and another guy. They fell off a little bit, but then it was me, you, and Gray. And that episode was 116.
Oh,
So
okay.
last
Yeah. That was a
so
good episode.
last episode you were on was 51 and 116.
Oh,
We're
damn. That's
almost at
crazy.
four. Yeah, are actually at 400 episodes now. Holy fuck. So you
Oh,
left
man. That's
me
awesome.
like my dad. God damn, dude.
Hey, man, I came back from the hospital with the milk, man. I'm sorry.
So this is something I'm glad you finally understood when I was telling you that thing all those many years ago, which is just if you get tired of Yu-Gi-Oh, create a different channel and make content for that other hobby. That's what I did.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
have one for my comic books. I'm probably gonna still do one for Yu-Gi-Oh, but I did this one obviously. But having just that outlet to upload and talk about something different is always really cool. You know?
It definitely is. It's really refreshing because, like, I've been grinding Yu-Gi-Oh since I was a kid, since I was 12.
Hmm.
And when I was a kid, I actually loved Beyblade more than Yu-Gi-Oh! But of course, back then Beyblade wasn't as popular as it is now because we didn't have social media to make it popular. So I obviously get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of took over my teenage years to my early 20s, leading me into my competitive card game life. So doing that for so long, you kind of get like, you kind of deal with the same old bullshit like ban list this, ignorant format that, travel on a road trip. Like the last few events I went to,
Yeah.
honestly, I just personally felt like I was bored most of the time. I'm like, this is fun. I'm doing it for nostalgia, and I do like the competitive side of it, but I was bored out of my fucking mind. And it's because like I'm going to the same convention centers every time I go out of town,
Yeah.
and I'm hitting different cities every once in a while. Like I hit Houston, that was fun, but I enjoyed Houston more than I enjoyed YCS Houston. I enjoyed meeting fans and different shit like that, but it was more of like a vacation just to do something new versus me going to go play Yu-Gi-Oh. So doing it for
Yeah.
so long, I kind of got burnt out. Honestly, like I'm not the best player in the world right now. I'm not as good as I want to be, but I contribute that to just being, older, don't have a playtesting group, and the people who I know that do play test who are good, they all have jobs and they all have lives. So it ain't like I used to be. Excuse me. You have to have a solid
You good?
foundation to keep your interest in that type of hobby, and you also have to have a solid foundation to make you better.
Yeah. Because I think another problem with when it comes to like playing Yu-Gi-Oh as you get older is that like like you have a group of people like you had with Naruto, and then
Yeah.
when like Naruto went away, so like the group you had with it kind of just go and do their own separate thing. I
Hmm.
feel like with Yu-Gi-Oh, if you play you guys are like the groups are playing Yu-Gi-Oh because Yu-Gi-Oh is bringing you together rather than you actually having a good connection and genuine friendship with some people. I'm not saying people are gonna be like bad people, but like so sometimes it feels like the thing you're doing is the reason why you're there rather than like interacting with that person itself. That's all it was for me whenever I had friends that were with Yu-Gi-Oh. We weren't really friends as well as like we liked playing Yu-Gi-Oh together, but outside of playing Yu-Gi-Oh together, I wouldn't hang out with these people. We don't have any chemistry. We don't even really like each other that much. It's just Yu-Gi-Oh's the aspect, the X factor that makes you want to play with these people, you know?
No, that's actually very true. Like I've experienced it, like I said, with my Naruto crew. Like a lot of us are still really cool. Like we have a Facebook group chat, but I'd be lying if I said we kicked it every day like we did back when we played Naruto. Like every once in a
Yeah.
while, like it's like we broke up into like little mini pockets. Like I speak to my buddy Charles a lot. He's probably like my closest friend out of that crew that I used to hang out with. And we
Hmm.
actually talked to him earlier today. We conversate, we click well. Then there's
Mhm.
other guys that was in the crew who was more closer to each other. And like everyone has their person within the crew of like 10 guys who they prefer to hang out with. But we're all part
Oh
of
yeah.
a
Mhm.
Facebook group chat just to keep in touch. And we might invite each other to a family event. Like I had a buddy that was part of my team. He invited everybody to his wedding except me and like one other guy. And I was like,
Mhm.
damn, like, we've been knowing each other over 20 years. I can't get invited to your wedding. And then I heard through grapevines he thought I wouldn't want to go, which is like, why wouldn't I want to go? Like, I don't hate you. Like, it's like people get weird over the years as they get older, they change, and it's
Yeah.
kind of sad. But what you're saying is 100% accurate. You come to realize like the only thing you guys share a common interest is that game. And once you're not playing that game, you guys sort of don't fuck with each other like that.
Or it also happens with another dynamic when it comes to friend groups, dude, is that like someone will stick it out the long term and
Hmm.
then a lot of people will just fall off. That's what happened to me with a lot of games that I grew up with, that other people that were also in the same kind of friend group I had, they were playing the same game, and then for whatever various reason they just kind of fall off and you're the one that sticks with it, and then you're just kind of solo manning it by yourself. It's like there's
Oh
people that
yeah.
you'll start friend, like you'll have friend groups or acquaintance groups or whatever, and you're the one that sticks out with every single thing with the group, but then they just kind of fall off over time and they're like, well, I don't really want to do this anymore. And it's like, well, fuck, I thought we were supposed to do this together as buddies. But I've realized
Right.
this. People just, after a certain time, people's interests and hobbies just fade away. That's why more people, I think, prefer to be casual. That way there's not some big giant commitment to it, you know?
Yeah, and I typically realize too, more of the casuals are closer to each other. Like, for example,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I started doing Beyblade X thanks to my son. And speaking to
Mhm.
my son, the point that you just made about people kind of like clicking with that and not falling into it, like he got me into Beyblade X, but I can tell right now he's more into Fortnite than Beyblade. So he enjoys the hobby with me. He only enjoys going to big tournaments with me. But outside of that, he doesn't enjoy the hobby by himself like he was before he got me into the hobby.
Mhm.
Like he does it here and there, but he's not taking it as serious. So it's kind of like a similar situation where like you got your friends that's doing it, and then you're the one sticking out to it. Now I done fucking got heavily into the damn hobby. I'm doing competitive content on YouTube, and I've always, like I said, I've always been a big Beyblade fan. But him having a son that's into the same thing that got me back into the
Mhm.
hobby because I knew it existed. I knew about the competitive scene, but I didn't know Chicago. But once Chicago started doing a competitive scene, like there's a guy out here who actually was a subscriber of my Yu-Gi-Oh channel
Mhm.
named Phantom Blur, really cool guy. He started he's like the main tournament organizer for Chicago, and he's young, so he's like what 27, 20, your
Mhm.
age group, I think. You're
Yeah.
not 30 yet. So he started a Beyblade organizing group, and now his tournaments get like 80 to 90 people. And he collabs with the car shops to do so because he doesn't own his own shop. And it kind of like everything just happened all at once, and it was like
Mhm.
that was the competitive thing I personally needed to get my attention away from Yu-Gi-Oh. I still love Yu-Gi-Oh for what it is, but once I got heavily into Beyblade like I am now, it's kind of like I could care less if I do Yu-Gi-Oh, play Yu-Gi-Oh, or do Yu-Gi-Oh content. Like I've been meaning to go back to locals to film a vlog for Yu-Gi-Oh, but I just didn't care. Like I was gonna go to locals 2 weeks ago. My boss said, "Hey, someone called in sick. Can you come in?" I'm like, "Sure." So I'm a manager anyway, so it's like I feel obligated to do it anyway. I know that's like a
Mhm.
manager duty, but
Mhm.
it's one of those things where it's like I'm not gonna miss out on money for fucking Yu-Gi-Oh like I used to back in the
Mhm.
day. So just a little shit like that. I ain't mean to go on a long tangent, but it's just one of those things where it's kind of like things kind of come full circle as you get older and people fall off and shit like that.
Well, the other thing that comes with Yu-Gi-Oh is the thing that really daunted on me when I was doing content for it consistently is that like I don't know if you feel the same way, but it feels like you have to talk to people like they're literally 5 years old, and I find that so annoying. I remember when Market Watch it just went off because people like are so stupid they want to be talked to like they're 5 years old. I'm like, dude, we're like all like maybe probably give or take between 20 to 40 years old. I'm not talking to you like you're 5 years old, like other people would do to you. And we have to say things in a specific way so people understand things. And it's a cycle that keeps happening. And it's just crazy. It's like if you've played Yu Gi Oh! For anything more than like, just to say about a couple years, you know how the cycle works. At some point, you're going to have reprints for all the best decks. Then those
Right.
best decks get cycled out. Then there's reprint sets for those best decks. And then after that, you have like nationals, then worlds, then the year restarts. It's really
And
like
then
not
at
that.
nationals They always
Yu-Gi-Oh.
shake the format up for the U.S. Nationals and drop some dumb deck that you have to panic buy before the fucking Nationals come, so that way you can make sure you're ready for the event. Like
Mhm.
that little cycle you described it there is kind of why I got turned off of Yu-Gi-Oh. In addition to the pricing being kind of at the time mid when I made my decision, now it's gotten a lot better.
Dude, I'll
But
be honest here.
even then,
I
it's
think the pricing still sucks. I think the pricing
okay.
is
Go
that
ahead.
you know that analogy I gave you a long time ago. It's about that dude who's starving and thirsty in a desert, who's been in a desert for like 30 years, like not 30, like 30 days surviving. So that pricing they gave the community is like a guy who's been in a desert who hasn't eaten or drink anything in like 30 days, and you go to that person, you give them like Arrowhead water, and then that person drinks Arrowhead water and goes, you know what? That tastes pretty good. Well, yeah, you haven't drank anything in like fucking 30 days. You probably think anything tastes good. That pricing is garbage. They can give out better shit than that. And I get it. Like, you
I
get,
agree, but the money is there for people. That's one of the main concerns. Like for example, Triff wanted the YCS. He sold his prize for $8 grand. In addition to
good Lord.
like he had to actually make some moves to make the money. But my point is like the money is there. But you're right though. They could give better pricing. Like they're barely just now giving us full arts. Apparently they
I,
announced it like yesterday. I
I
didn't
saw
watch.
that. I saw that.
I heard about it, but I didn't really watch any videos on it. But I'm like, bro, why the fuck haven't we been getting full? Like, why does Rush Duel, the side game, have better artwork and full arts than the main game? That's making you like that made no sense to me at all.
It still
It's
dawns
like,
on me that we got our official Yu-Gi-Oh TCG simulator, like, which is Master Duel, or it's
yeah,
like in 2022. People are factor in Yu-Gi-Oh, one of the biggest card games ever, got an official online simulator only just like 3 years ago. That's
yeah.
insane. And
They
the
treat the
community,
game like they
I've
don't
been,
care, and it's like it makes me
yeah,
not care as a consumer. At a certain point, people grow the fuck up, and you're like, dude, I enjoy the game for what it is and all the good memories I have playing it, but it's like, dude, I don't want to deal with a company that treats their consumer like this. Like
yeah.
I'll still play every once in a while for fun, and maybe I'll go to a big event for old time's sake just to get it out my system.
Mhm.
But I just don't give a fuck anymore.
Like when people were talking about the price support being, but I'm like, God damn. So this is kind of how it went to me. Outside of that desert analogy I gave, it's like
No,
when
that analogy was really good.
no, it's like let's say you're a billionaire and I'm working for you. Let's say I'm taking out your fucking garbage. I'm your janitor, and I go up to you and you're paying me, let's say, $20 an hour. And I was like, you know what? I know I'm the lowest paid position here. I deserve $30. And you go, no. Can I get $25? No. Can I get $22? No. Can I get $1? That's kind of what they gave people.
Right.
Dude, those cards that people gave you are bullshit. They gave who the fuck wants a card trooper? I think the card selection outside of like Blue Eyes or a few other cards is good.
Cyber Dragon was decent. That was a good one. That's a
Why can't
classic
they
collector
give
one.
people actual shit they need? Okay, the one thing I will give them mega credit for is a Steam Deck. Steam Decks are fucking legit as hell. Those things are better than Switch 2s. I think Steam Decks are fucking awesome. That's an
What do
actual
people
step in the
mainly
right
play with?
direction.
Play on? I'm not a big like video gamer. What do people mainly
Oh,
play
a
on
Steam
those?
Deck is basically
Like I
if
know
you
what it is,
don't,
but like what do they play on it?
you have access to the entire Steam library. It's basically like
Oh,
having
okay,
a handheld console that if you have a Steam account and you play games on Steam, you could just play games through there.
gotcha. Okay.
It's basically a Switch that is it's like a PC Switch kind of thing.
So, is there like a specific game that people want to play specifically on the Steam
You
Deck
can
or
play
no?
anything as long as you have a Steam account. You can play anything you want.
So like Fortnite and shit and things like
You can
that,
play
right?
anything you want. Yeah, anything. It's way better than a Switch 2. That's what Switch 2 looks like. Switch 2s are pretty like I just think the Switch 2 is a step in the right direction. No, I'm sorry. The Steam Deck is a step in the right direction, but the card select like it's bullshit. Like, dude, the card selections are stupid. The card like Effect Veiler, I mean, dude, Ulti Effect Veiler looks better than that shit we just got. Like it's one of these things like that is like them giving you like some dog shit just to shut people up because they knew if they gave people anything, they would have taken it because people have been begging for a new price support for years. They knew they could just throw out anything. Who the fuck wants Card Trooper? Who
Do
wants
you feel
that?
like that's there? Well, a lot of people, competitive players, want it for like nostalgia purposes. Do you
Hmm.
think that that's their strategy? Because I be thinking sometimes like I think Konami's strategy is to annoy the fuck out of people, and then because they know they have a good product. So, like you said, it's like the starving water analogy. If we starve these motherfuckers for so long, and then once our money starts tanking a lot with sales, then it
Yeah.
will get them a little something, and everything will be better. That way, we can maximize profits. Because
Well,
corporations do that shit all the time.
No, I don't disagree. I just think that the player base was going to enjoy anything because they've never been given anything. Like the reason why people like
Right.
I genuinely do like Master Duel. I think it's actually good. But the reason why people overhype Master Duel is because we never had an official online simulator. We don't know what to compare it to because they don't give us anything. Like and Konami, they don't. I would say this, you should do a video talking to your local card shop owner about how like a card shop structure works. Because what I figured out how it works is like, so Konami is the publisher essentially. Then they have distributors, right? And the
Right. I heard about
distributors
that.
send this shit to the card shops. So we're actually not the customers. Your local card shop owner, he's the customer because they're paying it from the distributor, which gets it from Konami. You know the
Right.
process, right? So when people say like we have to hurt Konami's wallets, you can't because you're actually not the customers. Your card shop owners are the customers or any
And the
big box
distributors too, because
retailer.
they're the ones who get the
Right.
product from the Konami.
Right. Or Walmart or Target or Kmart. God forbid that still fucking exists around these days. Like, we're actually not their customers. So they don't actually have to do anything we want because we're actually not supplying their pockets, though. And they're always going to get paid up front by how that. I don't like this system. This system works in comic books too. I hate this system. It's so stupid. But
Oh yeah,
that
it's
means the
definitely that. It's
publishers never have an incentive to change. Like Marvel, DC, they have no incentive to change because they're always getting paid up front. That's how it works for them.
Yeah, it's kind of like buying a car almost. Like
Yeah.
companies like Toyota, they make the cars, but they gotta find a guy to actually rent a car lot. That's why they
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
MSK's fucking McCormick car shop, and you only sell you specialize in Toyota sales, and you have
Mhm.
MSK's Hyundai. Could you imagine Master Swag King's Hyundai didn't have to, that should be so ghetto, but that shouldn't be
Oh
lit though,
god. I'm having every hot girl imaginable sell my shit. No, but it's
bro.
something that I came to realize when because this happens in the comic book fandom too. It's like people think that if they go to a comic book shop and just buy a single comic, that Marvel and DC get a piece. That's not how that works. The shop owners. I imagine your shop owner. He sells Beyblade. You say he sells Beyblade. He sells Pokemon. He sells Magic. He's probably got comic books in there. He's got toys. You know those toys you always show in your vlogs. He
Yeah.
knows his main bread and butter isn't card games. There's no way unless maybe it's Magic or Pokemon. He knows Yu-Gi-Oh
So
ain't
yeah,
surviving
I
on
go
its
to
own.
two shops. So like the shop I go to for Beyblade, it's actually owned by a former local pro Yu-Gi-Oh player from like the early 2000s.
Good lord.
And he got it like yeah, he was like the team captain of a team called Team Kamikaze. They were like the ghosts back in my day, back in my area. Cause
Mhm.
they used to like top big events a lot. And but long story short, outside of giving my local lore about my Yu-Gi-Oh life, that shop used to sell. It used to special. It was called Top Cook Comics at one point. So
Mhm.
they did comics and then obviously card games and shit like that. And they eventually cut the comic book line because they don't want to do comic. But their main thing is now is collectibles. So they sell toys, Funko Pops, Japanese figure like Zoids. They sell Beyblades because of the TO. They see how popular the TO got the Beyblade thing, and that's grown in my area like crazy because of it.
Mhm.
Now they sell Beyblades, like all kind of shit, like pretty much what you said. They don't really. I mean, card games make them money, but Yu-Gi-Oh is at the bottom of their list. Like they make money on sneak peek and shit like that.
Yeah, I
But
see what
and
you're
they
saying.
have
They can't
tournaments,
just make money off just one thing. They can't.
but
They
their
can't
biggest
survive off
thing is
one thing.
Pokemon for sure. Like their Pokemon case gotten robbed before. Like somebody broke in the middle
I've
of the
seen
night.
those videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're one of those shops that went viral for getting robbed before. So it's kind of like it's kind of crazy when you think about just how Yu-Gi-Oh is. But I don't want to be a negative Nancy. Like the game is great when it's great, but it's just so aggravating when you have obvious toxic shit in the format, and then you have to like figure out it's either you play toxic as well. You can't just have a normal game that's like not overpowered.
Yeah.
And when
Because
we do get those medals, they don't
mhm,
last long at all. It's like they
like
want the game to be toxic. So fucking
I
annoying.
I think when it came to, for me, the biggest massive power creep I ever saw in the game initially that kind of snowballed it all. I mean, people could always say it was maybe like Teledad or the Synchro Plant era. Me personally, I think it was the Dragon Ruler spellbook format. I think that format catapulted the game into a very bad state because every single deck that came after those really, really powerful decks were just one-upping them. Because I feel like it feels like now they have to constantly keep one-upping a really broken strategy. Because you know, like this one got me bugged about Yu-Gi-Oh too. 1 year, people will say this is the most overpowered deck ever, and then I'm sitting there thinking to myself, in 6 months, there's gonna be an insert X another powerful deck ever. 2 years
Yep.
ago, we were saying it's Tear Elements. Now, when I play Master Duel, I'm getting booty ass fuck Diddy style by Rizel, Mr. Rigi something.
Yeah.
Just
And
absolutely getting fisted.
and even though
Against
those
both
decks
teams.
typically still do last until the following year, they're not as good as they used to be. They become rogue decks, and it's just like an endless cycle of the same old shit. And every
Like
once in a while,
Bell, that deck used to
you'll get a
play.
yeah. That's Bell's rogue as hell right now. You can play it and still win, probably do good at locals, but like it's
Mhm.
rogue. It's not as good as it used to be. It takes and you got to be really skillful with it.
Yeah. Like, every single time a person would just, like, I don't know, overreact to how powerful a deck was, I keep telling this person, there's gonna be another deck even better than that. Because Yu-Gi-Oh players don't think ahead. Their brains only thinking like the fucking right now. There's gonna be another powerful deck, even stronger than the ones currently being played right now. And then like the next one you said, it could be even 3 months. It could be 4 months. It's like this is a cycle Konami's been having going on forever. It's just like that goes to my next point with Genesis format. And I know people are hyped about it right now. I think it's fine. I think the problem with it
Apparently,
is
Source Soul is the best deck, and it's ruining the format already. That's what people are saying on Twitter.
oh
People figured out
god.
how broken Source Soul was. They're like, "Oh shit, it's just broken as fucking this format."
They didn't like you because Dark Law dude cost like 90 points. I'm like, bruh.
Bruh, they
Bruh.
fucked heroes, and you can't use the link because that's the thing. That just exposes how much heroes rely on their new game mechanics like links and like
Yeah.
this different shit because they can't play without their link. Their links actually made heroes competitive in the modern era.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Heroes haven't been really good since like 20 fucking 13. Before that,
Yeah. So my problem is they're like anything that is perceived as a generic floodgate is going to be costly high. But Dimensional Fissure and Macrocosmos are zero unless they change it, right? And I think people are going to have a honeymoon phase with this format, and I think after the honeymoon phase wears off, I think people are just gonna do what you said earlier. They're gonna just be like, I'm falling off of it. Hasn't it happened with every alternative format ever outside of like maybe
outside
Edison
of
and Goat?
yeah, and that's because those are fan made.
Yeah, outside of like Edison and Goat, those are the only formats people have just kind of stuck with for the long term. Every format that Konami's that has done alternatively, it starts off with this like, oh my god, I'm so glad I hate regular Yu-Gi-Oh, and then they're like, okay, this is just toxic too, and
Yeah,
they
even
just go
like
back to my
I would
regular Yu-Gi-Oh.
argue, even like Rush Duels, people are saying we cannot wait for Rush Duels to come to the US. I'm like, great, another card game. It's just a new card game. It's not even Yu-Gi-Oh, really. It's an you can't even the cards are not even interchangeable. Like Rush Duels, just like I saw on Facebook, just advertised to
Mhm,
me yesterday of a Ruxin pack opening for Rush Duel. They have a sick ass Graceful Charity full art for Rush Duel, and I'm just like,
mhm.
why can't we? If it's a card that's legal in the TCG, why can't we just use it if we're playing Rush? If we have the Rush Duel version, like I want to play full art Graceful Charity. It looks fucking nice.
It looks great. Yeah, it does.
It looks it looks fucking like I'm like maybe because I'm getting older and my interests are changing. I'm like I don't really like card artwork, but I would want 3 of those. Or maybe the
Or
Yu-Gi-Oh artwork has been fucking dog shit for so long that when they finally start doing good artwork, I'm like, damn, that's nice.
the other thing that bugs me about Yu-Gi-Oh and just Konami is they'll have things that make no sense, and then they'll unlock these rules and not make them a thing, and then they'll be like, "Oh my god, we made this genius thing." So like double sleeving, people don't know this. Yu-Gi-Oh didn't allow you to double sleeve. People are like, "Yeah, I'm not joking." That became a thing like 5 years ago, or whatever. You weren't allowed to like literally double sleeve your cards. How stupid is that? Like,
Yeah,
what problem would that?
that's
Like,
always
it's
been dumb. And the excuse was people could cheat.
There were
I'm like,
there's many more better ways to cheat besides of double sleeving your cards. I know how. I'll be honest, I know how to cheat. I don't do it. Like, it's so easy to know how to cheat in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not that
every
hard.
yeah, the most common ways of cheating, people usually mark cards or they're sacked. Those are the two most common ways.
Yeah, yeah. Or there's a certain thing I learned. I never did it. I never did it when I was playing. Where you like let's say you had your hand on the table. You know how people do the card shuffling thing. Some
Yeah,
people put their hand under the table and then
and
they'll
swap
like they'll
cards.
they'll swap cards out. Like, man, people are
Oh, yeah,
grimy.
I had a guy at my locals that did it a lot, and I just used to call him out. I'm like, really, dude? You literally drop your hand, pull your hand up, and now you always have super poly. Get the fuck out of here. I used to be like, all right, man, you got it, dog. I'm like, you got it, man. I just it became comical because like this dude I'm cool with, and it's just like, bruh, you get it's if it's that serious, man, you got it, man. GG. But
But
it's the
it, yeah,
yeah. I just found it was
you're
funny
fine.
because I'm like, you can cheat. I want to beat you. I want to because people when people cheat like that at locals, they get even more pissed when you beat them.
It's
That's
just
how you
so
know they cheat.
cringe.
It
It's
is
just like,
very
dude,
cringe.
it and also like the Konami. I guess for like the white because I watched the recent YCS stream where Kamal won. I
Oh
think the
yeah, yeah.
YCS experience has gotten a little bit better throughout the years, but I think I don't know how you can make it better. Honestly,
I honestly think it's kind of corny, personally. Like I think it's cool, right? Like what they're doing with the feature
yeah, with the
matches and everything.
yeah, the mid interviews and stuff like that. Those are kind of cool, I guess.
I mean, yeah, those are cool. I just feel like this should have been. It's like everything is kind of like what you said. Everything we're getting now, it's like we should have had over 10 years ago.
Hmm.
It's like we're getting it hella late.
Hmm.
And it's kind of like I look at things, something like Pokemon, and it's like looking at their big events. I'm like, there's just like it's like what V said in the stream we did before. It's nice and vibrant and colorful, and they have different things going on. It's like more of an
Hmm.
of an actual event. Yu-Gi-Oh is just like you see tables, you see people playing. It's boring to look. It's like it's in a boring environment to be in. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
the stage cool is cool, whatever, that's cool. But for the veteran like myself who's been playing for so long and going to different conventions, and it's like if I go to a big event, right? And outside of the live stream aspect of seeing people stream, the convention is the event is the same, and it's been this way for the past I'm 35, 17
Been
years of my
forever.
life. It's like
Yeah.
ain't damn near 20 years, at least when I've been playing card games, ain't
Hmm.
nothing changed as far as the actual experience from going to an event and going home. They always has have basic tables. You have your floor judges. That's it. There's no spice to the event. I mean, yeah,
Hmm.
you might have a different feature match game here and there, but it's like there's no activity that will unless you're into like unless you're really, 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 really into like playing Yu-Gi-Oh all day, every day, it's not fun. There's nothing fun for anybody to do. And
Hmm.
that's one of the reasons why they don't get new players because they make the game just very for the diehards and it's kind of boring. It's really
Yeah,
fucking boring. It's real like the event
yeah.
experience, like for example, if you go to would you rather go to a YCS or an esport event?
I'll be honest, sir. After the regionals I've been to, I'd rather go to the LCS. Honestly, it's way more fun.
What is the LCS? Is that like a
Oh,
esport thing?
so basically, think of it like you know, if you had basically the teams play in LA and you just go out to watch them. It's like going to watch a basketball game essentially, just on a very low.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a
You
that's a very fun event. They're very fun. I love going.
you rather pretty much go to like a local esport thing to watch teams play
Yeah,
than fucking go to a Yu-Gi-Oh YCS because it's that
because I
much more
feel like
entertaining, right?
that's like the regionals I went to. It's not that I didn't enjoy my experience. It's just boring. Like once I did
Yeah.
it twice, I was like you know how like you eventually you're like, man, I would love to go to regionals and meet people and
Hmm.
interact. It's like once you kind of did it a few, because I did it only twice, and I went to locals a lot back in the day. Once I kind of did it, it's like I don't know if this is all crap to be. Like it's not just the people; it's more like people breath stank. They're
It's like
retarded.
why am I here?
And plus, if like that thing you said earlier ago, you know, like in friend groups, there'll be like that one dedicated group, and all of them just kind of circle jerk this one guy off. It's
Yeah,
just so gay
the
and
Dick
cringe.
Rider.
Yeah, and there's only just one guy gets all like everyone, and then you're never really a part of the community that you're part of in. It just kind of feels like you just exist, and I get it. Like new people coming in is hard, and that's understandable. But it's like if you're going somewhere and they keep saying you're a community, I'm like, dude, we're in a community. You don't talk to me. We don't
Right.
know each other. What are you talking about? We
And
maybe
if,
say
or
hi
if
to
when
each
y'all do
other.
hang around each other, it's like weird. Like you like very awkward.
Yeah, like, dude, you get players breath stank. They don't take showers. They can't make eye contact properly. Like the only thing he knows how to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh. My biggest problem when I was doing content really big was that like anytime I brought up something different, people would get angry, and it's like, dude, I love Yu-Gi-Oh like the next guy, but do you have anything else to your life outside of Yu-Gi-Oh? Or are you
They're
just
toxic, bro. And you know what's crazy? Like maybe because the Beyblade community is still young and I'm still new to it. It's kind of like, I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of toxicness in Beyblade, just a little bit. Like I've noticed, like
Mhm.
online, not locally, but online mainly. But the experience has been mainly positive, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of refreshing. You can make a video. If people don't like it, they just won't say something, or they just won't like it. They go on with their day. Or if they love it, they'll comment positivity. There's like really not no lot of oh your deck sucks or your combo sucks. It's like everyone's really positive in the community. It's way more. But Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of like toxic, cutthroat. It's like this edge lord shit, and it's like, bro, this shit gets old after a while. But like that's gaming in general. Like I'm pretty sure Beyblade will get there as well. There
These
is a
guys
few.
watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters and watch too many Kaiba highlight reels on YouTube of Kaiba
I'm
like trash
saying,
talking or whatever. Like I remember I was playing Master Duel one time and I built a Dark Magician deck to play with my friend because he doesn't like I don't want to play my best decks against him because I just mop the floor with him. He doesn't and I thought that's just a dick thing to do. Like if you're trying to show someone how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you're gonna just spam the board with a bunch of link monsters. Like no, don't I don't do that. So I just built a Dark Magician deck, just pulling some random bullshit. And a guy just came in and said, "That's not how you build Dark Magician." I'm like, dude, this ain't a serious deck. You think I'd play this in ranked? Fuck no. I'm not playing Dark Magician with Spellbook of Knowledge and ranked. I'm gonna get
right.
railed. I'm just doing it to help someone. I'm not doing it to be a fucking dick. And then it's weird entitlement. Like you'll build the deck, and hey, you're just trying to test it out to see if you like your build. And someone's like, "No, you're playing it wrong." What do you mean I'm playing it wrong? I'm testing. That's the point of testing, to see if you're playing it wrong. That's the literal
Right.
point. I fucking hate people. They're stupid. They're literally dumb. It's like, how would I know if it's bad if I don't test it? But let me just
Or how
take
do they know
your
that you
advice.
might you might not be trying out a different idea that might be better than the norm?
Yeah, that's the thing is no one allows you to experiment and have any type of like longevity to test and see if your theories are right. Hey, and if my theories aren't good, sure, I'll change it up and I'll try your idea. But just to automatically assume that the person you're watching idea stink is like, that's just such weird self entitlement. It's so cringe. Like, where does that come from? Like, how would you know if an idea doesn't work unless you try it out? It's just the most
Exactly.
mind blowing thing ever. That's why I just stopped. Man, I hated those people when I was like, damn, you people are actually retarded. And this is all just Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yu-Gi-Oh, which is the less popular of the TCGs between Magic and Pokemon, is the community that has the most biggest full of retards. Kaiba taught me how to screw the rules. Too many people watched Kaiba growing up. Also, that thing you sent in the video recently too, where I think Yu-Gi-Oh needs a new anime to kind of spice things up. Now, there's no new movies. There's no new anime outside of like the last one was Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, but no one people say the last one is Sevens, but no one can tell you what the hell happened. You know what's funny? That people
Yeah,
don't even tell you what like people like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is good. All right, what's the main I don't know the main character's name. What's the main character's
me
name?
neither.
Oh, I don't fucking know. What's it about? I don't know. That proves my point. They're making animes no one even gives a fuck about anymore.
And then you see all these other animes like Pokemon still going strong, making content. I think Yu-Gi-Oh at some point kind of like lost it. It kind of just like fell off on the anime side and never recovered. And they everything maybe in Japan it did okay, but like in America, like it's just fucking terrible.
It felt like the last time it had a resurgence was like the Dark Side of Dimensions movie, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. That people was pretty hyped by that because it was like updated animation, high quality.
Yeah.
It had like it gave hope to the future for like links or like dimension summonings. I remember
Yeah.
I made videos thinking like, is this gonna be a thing? Is it gonna be a new game mechanic? Like it was pretty like they could have did so much with it that they just never did anything with. It's like
Yeah.
who the fuck is running these companies and why aren't they like using these why aren't they taking advantage of the stones that they said like do you know how smart it would have been to do the Dark Side of Dimensions movie and then follow it up to like a continuation of Duel Monster series with like Yugi and
I
Kaiba
heard
going
the
on new
thing.
adventures
Kind of like how Dragon Ball did it, where they let off with Battle of the Gods and
hmm
Resurrection or Revival of F,
and
right?
then started at Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Like
And it
that would
made
have been
me, yeah.
so because it would have happened around the time Dragon Ball did Dragon Ball Super as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
like that would have been so go to getting so many people who grew up on like Yugi, Taya, Tristan, all new adventures. They meet Jaden. Like just make some pretty dope ass shit happen. And they didn't take advantage of it at all. It's just like
Mhm.
why? It's like whoever like who making these decisions is they just I think some people too, it happens with a lot of creative people. They create one great thing on accident and never had a plan for it for real. And it shows a lot with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because unlike shows like One Piece, where I think the creator is just I don't watch it, but from what it seems like, the creator knows what he's doing. He knows like caters to his audience, and he probably has an end point. But since it's so popular, he's gonna stretch it out. Yu-Gi-Oh creator did not know how to properly. I mean, rest in peace to him. He did not expect Yu-Gi-Oh to be a thing, and he's been
Mhm.
freeballing everything for the past forever, and it's been working up until it's not. But you have such a strong, loyal fan base from when it was working that they slowly start to dwindle here and there, and then the game eventually, in my opinion, would die because kind of like
You know
what you
what's
said, like the
yeah.
game still has the same issues. People don't like watching it. It's boring to watch. Like, I mean, I'll watch a YCS and I know what's going on. But for somebody, for example, like comparing like Beyblades, like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example,
Mhm.
even though they're completely different things, you might not know what's going on with Beyblade or the rules,
I
but
only
you can
watch
sit
the
up here,
anime.
but
That's
you could
it.
sit up here and watch a game like, okay, this is Chris's Beyblade, and this is so and so's Beyblade.
And
This
they
is
hit
like,
each
oh,
other. It's pretty
and I can
simple.
kind of, it's
Yeah.
kind of entertaining because it's like making loud noise and
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone's hype. You can kind of follow what's going on in Yu-Gi-Oh. Unless you play Yu-Gi-Oh and know what the fuck's going on competitively. Even if you take a few years off, you'll be like, hold on, what the fuck's going on? He just played a dude from the hand, got two dudes from the deck, drew 5 cards, picked two back. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush manga ended in March 2024. That means even on a manga side, Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't even have a ongoing manga series. Like, I think personally, the only way it shifts into a direction where Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes up and up and up, because for business people, because you work for a big one, they only care about numbers on a spreadsheet.
Oh yeah,
If you
especially the company I
and
work for now.
they
They're
and
definitely a
they only
corporation.
care about they can only think about numbers going up.
Yep.
What they need to do is make a sequel to Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions, give like promo packs, whatever, lead it off into a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, a new series like Dragon Ball Super. Even if it's not good, just the hype that would bring itself with bringing back Kaiba, Yugi, Joey, the voice actors, and all of them from the original cast. Bring any of them. Who cares? Bring it all back. That would hype people up. Then, like with Super, because it started with Super first, then it got a manga. Have a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Insert new series manga going on, and then have them going on. Because unless the creative people at the top want to actually, you know, bring in new fans, we can't do it. There's nothing we can do. There's literally nothing we can do other than just play the game and just talk about the issues. That's really it. Because
Well,
unless
I
they
think they
make something that is tangible for like a casual, how is she gonna bring in casuals? Because like you said, casuals are the biggest fan base of the game.
they
If
are.
they don't care about Yugi, Joey, and Kaiba, what the fuck do we care about, honestly?
I think the issue is with Rush Duels, 'cause like I said, it's pretty popular in Japan, and Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty decently popular still in Japan. I think the issue is I mean, there's nothing wrong with Japan focusing on Japan, but I think
Yeah.
they also have to realize too that they have a Western audience that spends a lot of money as well.
Oh,
And
true. Yeah.
even outside of the Western audience, the
Mhm.
Japanese audience clearly don't care about the shit as much as they used to because m- I watch articles all the time that says the former Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh pros went to other card games because they got tired of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I saw that too. I saw that. Yeah.
So it's
That
kind of just like
also, but Justin, how you doing, man? People will complain, even knowing that even after 2 decades of seeing Konami don't care what the players want because players will keep playing.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. I don't know if you're watching earlier, but even when they gave them that new prize support, people were like, "Oh my god, Konami, I love you so much. I want to deep throat your cock down to my throat and have my eyes roll back like a slot machine. I love your Japanese cock down to my throat." It's like, dude, we barely got that. That was what you got after begging them. Could you imagine what they were initially thinking? They're probably thinking like, maybe I should give them a water bottle if they're for price support. And it's crazy how people kept saying like your ideas were
Next year, they're like, that's a good idea. You get a special YCS water bottle. Quench your thirst while dueling with the new YCS water bottle. Now made by what's those fancy cups all the girls drink? The with some
fucking
fancy good
hell.
girl cups.
Oh
Oh my
god,
god, I can't think of the name. Oh my god.
can't think of
I
that
just had
that
the perfect
brand.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the little fancy cups, man. The bitches drink all their water out of. It got real
Hey,
popular with somebody
next year.
crash.
Hey, what's great, guys, for price support? Here's your authentic Karibo. Yeah, this Karibo card that you use in the meta currently, that where you have 5 negates on board. Are they
No,
just out of
no,
touch? You just
you got
out
to
of
think for
touch
young Gen
people.
Z, they're gonna fuck around and make They're gonna make Karibo Labubus. What is that shit called? People gonna be hanging fucking Karibo, evil
I
Labubu Karibo out on the side of their waist.
because I think if they just want to get new people interested in Yu-Gi-Oh, you're gonna have to do something on the anime front. You have to because casual people just don't care about the meta that much. Because people don't understand there's more casuals than like competitive players in pretty much anything. Like anything you've
Yeah,
experienced in life, you have to if you want those people to come in, you give them a new anime, give them a new Yu-Gi-Oh ongoing series. They'll be solid. Now, balancing the game I think is just utterly impossible at this point. That's why they created Yu-Gi-Oh
it's it
Genesis.
it it definitely is. It's because there's so many different cards and combo. You can't regulate it without nuking the entire game and doing block format, which is what I've been calling for years. It's never gonna happen, which is why they did Genesis. But if the
And
only way to fix something is by sometimes you got to cut his head off and start over. Like a good reboot with block format, banning everything and creating a proper format that way, it'll piss so many people off, but it will solve every issue we have.
do you think if they applied the Yu-Gi-Oh Genesis like number rule to the cards and just applied that to the regular game, that would pretty much solve it? Just having a point system.
I mean, it'll be cool, but it'll be effectively changing Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it'll turn off a lot of the player base, and it'll probably push more people away. Like I'm down for it because at this point, I just don't care about the hobby as much. But I think a lot of people who are like diehard competitive players might get turned off by it.
Yeah, because the biggest thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis, when people said, "Oh, there's a point system, the game's more balanced," and I'm like, I don't know about that. But I mean, because they said you can't have links or pendulums, right? But why can't? I mean, to be fair, Genesis can have links and pendulums. All you have to do is make the cards 100. Make every link 100. No one's playing that shit. It's just that's all it's
Right.
gonna be. Like they could. So I don't know if they don't like that they made pendulum summoning, but link summoning I feel like was just too. Like, it
The
was just
thing is, even with
insane.
Pendulum and Link, like people was complaining before Pendulum something because they didn't like synchros and XYZs. They felt like it was too
Yeah.
much already. And originally they could have used the Pendulum and Link mechanic to slow the game down and giving people engage and giving players a more healthy way to play, which is what
Mhm.
I thought they were. It misses me, which is what me and a lot of other people thought they were going to do. But all they did was use the mechanics to make money and force you to play the new cards.
Oh, was even worse because people don't remember this, dude. When Link, you remember when Links first came out, you had to summon a Link monster to unlock the extra zones. Then it came like Master Roll 5, like some years later. You could
Yeah,
just like you don't have to summon a Link monster to unlock the zones. They're just freely available to you. Because they made synchros, which is just basically addition. Then they
right.
made XYZs, which just put two monsters on top of each other, which is actually even easier than synchro summoning. Then they made links, that's the easiest thing. You just whatever monsters you need for Link, you just summon it. They actually made it. They just made the extra mechanics so insanely easily more accessible that it's like I don't think they can make another mechanic. What other mechanic is better than Link's? Link's is literally you can summon a level 1 monster, instantly link it off for a Link Karibo. There's nothing more
Yep.
easier than that. I mean,
It
oh,
no,
what else I
you're
got?
right. I think that's also why they just haven't done it yet. They just said, okay, we need to just start a new format and focus on that because clearly this current format, if we implement block format, which will fix the game, players will quit in mass, and we can't afford that. So
Could you
let's just
imagine
create a
right now, dude, if they implemented that number point system from Genesis to the regular Yu-Gi-Oh TCG? They're like every card is gonna be basically almost like 9200. Everyone's just drop. They're like, we're done, we're done.
everyone's like,
Holy
fuck you,
shit!
Konami. Entire stock, the whole Konami stock dips like 30% because of Yu-Gi-Oh players.
I would say that about any game, but in Yu-Gi-Oh, the game is so extreme that even locals is sweat. So even if a person wanted to play casual, they are forced to play competitive. Actually, I agree with
That
that
is
too.
true. That is
The
true. Like,
newest structure decks, like the newest structure decks, that Snake Eyes one, that Fire King one, what the fuck it was called? Insane. The Blue Eyes one in there, even the structure decks had to be matched up to the power creep. They had to make structure decks that were basically like imagine compare the new Blue Eye structure deck to like that Light Sworn one that came out when you were playing Heroes.
oh,
Night and day
night
different.
and day. It's night and
Bro,
day.
could you imagine like that, that Monarch structure deck that came out years ago and it was like the best deck.
Yeah.
Compare that Monarch structure deck to that new Blue Eye structure that came out. Even structure decks have
Blue Eye
power creep in
stomps it
them.
like 10 days out of the week. Or like compare to fucking what's that the XYZ structure deck with the angels, Hyperion shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Compare that
Fucking
deck to
hell.
fucking Blue Eyes. Like you can't.
Angel of Sanctuary, right? And that's what that's
Yeah.
called.
It was
Yeah,
Sanctuary, pay 500, get 3 tokens, make the one dude that boosts everybody up by 500 sack power, summon Master Hyperion, pass. Blue ass is gonna be like, that's it.
man. Someone's like 3 synchros that have triple negate. They're like, all right, well that's just crazy. Oh
Oh,
my
you can
god.
negate one card, you can negate a trap card, that's it. That's all you can do. Holy, you're fucked, buddy.
Activate Hyperion effect, discard one to destroy a card. That's cool. Just negate. Like what people are like, what the fuck? Like even
Negate.
structure decks have power creeps in them.
Summon special spam game. It's like what the fuck? It's like how do you enjoy that, man? Like I do it. I know I'm playing Heroes and Heroes is a deck like that, but
Yeah.
it's like when you look at it, like how is that enjoyable? It's like
To be
play.
fair, if you like solitaire, I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty much glorified solitaire. Like someone is sitting there literally jerking themselves off until they're done jerking off, and they're like, okay, you can have a turn. It's like what? They had to nerf. You know how broken Yu-Gi-Oh is sometimes. Remember back in the day, for your
Yeah,
first turn you could draw.
yeah,
They nerfed that. You don't even draw on your first turn, and you still OTK people. You can't even draw on your
crazy
first
work.
turn. That's I find that so crazy how Yu-Gi-Oh's did active like the company has did active stuff to make sure the game is nerfed and it doesn't matter. You literally get one less card starting. It never mattered. People say,
And,
I remember when that was the biggest time. Remember people say, "Oh, starting with 5 cards, I'm starting with one less card. I'm gonna lose." That didn't matter at all. That literally didn't matter. Mean nothing. It meant nothing. I don't mean shit. Someone said, well, life points don't matter. Tell a person that's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In like 2002 that life points don't matter. They're like, what? Life points aren't everything. No, they're not. You're going to lose in like 2 turns,
bro, people
buddy.
people can put down damn near 16k damage in one turn.
Oh my God. There was a card that
Like
someone,
you remember Tempai, right? That deck was so
I
fucking
remember,
brain dead.
oh,
Attack, special, attack. Oh, you can't use any card effects because my card says you can't play during the battle step. I'm like, nigga, what? I
there was
can't do
one for
anything.
Mitsurigi. I was playing on Master Duel yesterday. This guy may have made his board. He made this, and I tried to play around it because I opened double evenly. And I was trying to bait him out with something. His monster said that if I choose to act, so I activated Harpy Feather Duster to blow up his board. His effect would say, he negates it, right? I could choose to stop my own card if I threw away a card of my own. I'm like, wait, what? What the? I was like, going, what is this game anymore? So I could seriously, so I lose my bait card and I have to discard one if I want it to go off, or he negates it. What game is this? I
You
don't even know what I'm
talking
playing
about
anymore.
the ritual, and that's not even that
It's that
powerful.
ritual card. Oh my god,
Yeah, but it's
disgusting
not. You know, it's
card.
crazy. It's even crazier. That's not even like the most powerful effect of him. It's the fact that when he tributes himself, he can summon himself back, and all of
Right.
their cards
Yeah.
tribute stuff, and then he blows up everything on your board.
So he's Divine Arsenal and
And he
he's
searches,
fucking.
and you get a search, and you get a search. You gotta forget, can't forget that when he
So the
tributed, you get the
ritual
search.
is a search, blows up the board, cards are unaffected, and it negates stuff. Actually, and it's a better negate because if you choose to have your card go through, you throw away a card of your own.
Well,
What is the downside of playing that card? I don't know.
well, the thing is, the downside is it's not a guaranteed negate. So if you have up that the ritual guy, and with the way the game is playing, if you're playing against a deck that's equally as powerful, they don't care about you. They don't care about him negating one card because they have a billion other cards that's gonna
They have hand traps in their hand. Yeah.
lead them into board wiping you. But with that being said, depending if you're playing against a lower tier deck, or is this an annoying effect because yeah, it's not a guaranteed omni negate, but when you're top decking, it's a guaranteed omni negate.
Listen, after seeing High Res not listening to the player base, I left. Konami doesn't listen, I left. I play Pokemon now, I'm in peace.
You know what's funny? Everybody I know who outside of myself, I'm gonna include myself in this. Fuck it. Everybody I know who kind of like left Yu-Gi-Oh for other hobbies seem 10 times happier in those new hobbies than they were in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I get excited playing Beyblade X. I can't like I only get to go to locals every 2 weeks because that's how TO has it set up. And I get excited every time like a kid in a candy store. I can't get enough of it. And I'm not the only one. Everyone's like that. When it comes to like these other guys I know that went from like Yu-Gi-Oh to Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh to Elestrals or Yu-Gi-Oh to One Piece or Yu-Gi-Oh to whatever card game.
Mhm.
The big one's Lorcana. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players in my area went to Lorcana and they do pretty good in it. they are as tense, like they're cheesing, they're having fun, they're going to it. It's like you see, it's like you see people going from fucking salt, bitter, angry, pissed off to like cheesing. They're it's like their mental health is better. Like what the fuck?
Dude, it's like that meme of that guy. It's the meme where the caption goes like, "The dude who gets his haircut, dudes be acting all brand new when they get a new haircut." It's literally
Yeah,
that.
bro,
God, man.
it's more than that. It's like when it's like when you leave a toxic ex girlfriend and find somebody else who treats you right. Like there's literally a crew of people I know right now that when they played Yu-Gi-Oh, they liked it, but the game pissed them off and it was annoying. They went through Lorcana, even if they don't do good at their events. Every time they post a photo online, they're cosplaying and shit. They having a good old time going with their girlfriends. Their girlfriends are playing and having fun. It's like other games. One thing about games like Beyblade X, Pokemon, Magic, whatever, Lorcana, even the thing that those games do well that Yu-Gi-Oh don't do well, those games make those games more of a family orientated type of game that gets more than just just two guys playing at a high competitive level. They get the grandma, they get the dad, they get the girlfriend, and it becomes more of a community thing, which is actually a really awesome thing. Or it can if the people are into that type of shit in your area. Like a lot of people in my area, young and old, play Beyblade X. Like
Mhm.
I've seen somebody aunt come up there and play. I've seen dads play, and etc. I seen same thing with Pokemon. I seen dads play Pokemon. I see younger people play Pokemon. Girls play Pokemon. There's girls that play Beyblade X. So it's kind of like when you have a mixture and variety of people, like I said, it's like almost like a church kind of nerdy kind of church type of deal. But Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't get that, so it's kind of like that's why one of the reasons
Well,
why the game is like
Yu-Gi-Oh also
growing.
just doesn't appeal to women, though. It just has no appeal to any girl. Like, it just has no appeal to women. That's why I was always surprised that dudes are like, "Why would it have any girls?" The game appeals to what part of this game appeals to women, though? Like with Lorcana, like you just said, there's Disney princesses that appeals to
True,
women. Pokemon, what girl doesn't have their favorite Pokemon? Even if
true.
you don't like Pokemon, girls know what Pikachu is. They like Pikachu. They think it's cute. So they like Yu-Gi-Oh just has no appeal. And to be fair, I don't want women around me anyway. Women are fucking garbage. 99% of women are stupid. I'm glad we don't have more women in Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it's so weird to see more women playing Yu-Gi-Oh now. It's like because there's a few girls you saw in your vlog where she was like, the community's great. I can guarantee you now, if you met that girl again, she would say a whole different tune.
Which
Because
one?
remember that there was a girl when you were playing that Fire King deck with Snake Eyes when it was like the
Okay.
best deck. Remember how she said she just entered the community with her boyfriend? If you ask her now, a few months
Oh,
later
about
on
the girl
down
that
the
used
road,
to come out, the girl that used to
yeah.
come on my
If you
chat.
ask her now, she's about
Okay,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
fucking this. She ain't about to say this. The tune all changed because it's a honeymoon phase.
Right. She's like, oh man, fuck that game. We play Pokemon now. But other games have their issues too. So I'm not even gonna say Pokemon apparently is like extra woke, like
Oh no,
super
yeah,
woke, and it's like
got a problem
that.
with that. Yeah,
Like I don't care about the shit. I go to play Pokemon. I mean, I go to play the card game. I don't care about the woke shit. But it's like but it affects you. It can affect you. You might say something to rub somebody the wrong way, and you get banned or some shit like that. Like that's
no,
extra. But that's
did you
like
see the
really
pronoun? There was a pronoun incident with that one kid where the judge asked him like, "What is your preferred pronouns?" and he laughed about it and he got disqualified. It's like that's just stupid.
like
You
he's a
know, but I
teenager,
don't
bro.
hear about
Like
that enough. Like to be fair, I don't hear about that enough to think that's a big enough thing. I'm not saying it's a bad. I'm not saying to downplay it, but there must have been something that happened where the people above went, "Hey, don't do that," because that's gonna make us look bad. It had to have. I haven't heard anything about that happening since, but then again, you never know because
no,
Pokemon
I agree, but I
gets a
think the
lot of.
ban was excessive. He's a teenager. Give him a warning and say, hey, give him like a
Oh no, he
two
was just
month ban.
DQ'd. I don't think he was banned. He was just
Oh,
DQ'd.
okay. Even DQ is kind of like, dude, like that's kind of give him a warning. Say you do it again, you get this DQ. That's just educate him. Like you don't just fucking ruin. Well, that one thing that pisses me off, and that'll piss me off if I was that kid. He took time out of his weekend. He paid
Mhm.
money, bought the deck, went out there to play. But because he do one mistake that you disagree with, something that you
Mhm.
disagree with, and instead of saying, "Hey, you get a warning. We understand that you don't agree with this and you think it's funny, but you
Yeah.
can't keep doing it. Let's keep it professional and call it a day." Now, if he keeps doing it, then ban him or then DQ him. But I think that's really excessive. This is DQ. Like why? He just he's probably like 17.
Also, that's
A
some mental
teenager.
illness. Well, that's some mental illness shit. Like preferred pronouns are so gay. Like who the fuck? If dude, I know you do a lot of dating in your area. if any girl has pronouns in her bio, I know you think that's a red flag. That's a red flag to me. I'm just not even
Oh,
touching that
my
bitch.
thing is, with people like that, like if you are into like pronouns and shit, and I know you're a millennial like me, then we didn't grow up with that shit. It's like I'm gonna look at you like, yeah, you're a really woke person, and I'm gonna judge you for that. Now, if she's hot, I'll
Ah,
tolerate it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a man at the end of the fucking day. If she's bad, or if I just need to rub one out, and I'm like, I only use my hand for the night, she can definitely get to work. But like, I'm not gonna sit
uh,
up here and just fucking like take her serious. Like I dated like a really liberal girl last year who was a pronoun girl, and you
mhm,
know, she disagreed because obviously I'm a Trump supporter and things like that. She disagreed with me
yeah,
on that, and but I didn't realize like I noticed like once she realized like I lean more conservative than liberal, even though I have liberal viewpoints with certain things. Her attitude towards me changed. It's like she mentally checked out more. It's like at first when when we were dating, it was kind of like, oh, he's mysterious dude. He's a player probably. I don't know how to read him. It went from that to like, okay, he's still hot, but I don't want to fuck with him no more. Her vibe changed towards me and it all happened because we were driving back from what getting some dinner, and she saw a lady with a black lady with a Trump sticker in her car, and she laughed and was like, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "What?" She was like, "That lady, she had a Trump sticker, but she's black." And I'm like, "Yeah, a lot of people support him." And then she's like, "Do you support him?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, versus what we had in here, yeah, I do. I think he was the better candidate for the job. And she was like, "Hmm." And I felt her energy
oh
slowly,
god, yep, you know how,
like,
yeah,
I mean, she already was kind of like I said, she was already kind of like probably dating other guys anyway and filling me out. But I know she liked me because I obviously I slept with her pretty quick, within the first month, and then of course like we dated consistently. But I could notice her energy and vibe changed towards me. Like she was still cool, but I think my attraction level to her played a part in that. But eventually she ghosted me, so it's kind of like because I already knew by me being a Trump supporter, to a lot of people who are hyper liberal, they're probably like, I'll go to Trump supporter. Fuck him. He voted for Trump. Fuck him. And
yeah.
it's like, okay, like I still treated you well and try to take you serious, but okay.
Because I think the other
I just
issue
went on a
with
whole fucking
women,
rant. God damn, I'm fucking stoned, bro.
no,
I just went on a whole
dude, I
like
think the problem with women is like how what would you rate her, that girl specifically, on like a scale of
like
1 to 10, just like
and
looks
like
wise?
physical looks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be honest. So I rated her a hard 6.
So like
Reason
average,
being,
pretty much,
she's
right?
pretty average. And but the thing was like, okay, she was a little chubby, just a little bit, but her fat fell in the right places. I'm a black dude. I'm black and
Yeah.
Puerto Rican. She had a fatto ass. She was thick as fuck. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. She was, bro. She had a fatty. She had nice size tits, but she had bruh. I was gonna say bruh. It was nice. She had a nice ass. I loved her ass.
Oh
And
god.
she was regular in the face. Her face was like some dudes might say she's fucking popped. In Chicago, pop mean a bitch is ugly. That's just Chicago lingo. If a dude say you're popped, you're ugly.
I do the butterface one.
Yeah, so a lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would probably say she's a butterface, but to me,
Yeah.
she wasn't like she was one of those girls. Like at certain angles, I'll look at her and be like, she's kind of cute, and at certain angles, I'll be looking at her like, damn, if you didn't have the nice body you had, you'd be fucking, you be done. like you'll be fucking busted. So it's kind of like I think I give her a solid 6. Like she was cool. Like obviously, I would have been okay with taking her seriously because like she had a lot of good attributes. Like she was a nerd. Like she got me into that show called From. She did like a little bit of sci-fi stuff like I did. So she was pretty cool. Like I said, like from the nerd aspect, I think it just liberal values and conservative values and the current climate of men versus women. I think it's just the wrong place, wrong time, and it just didn't work. And some girls they just don't want like because I know I'm a handsome dude, so it's like some girls when they date a handsome dude, they automatically think you're a player or they automatically assume that
Yeah.
I think I'm the shit anyway because I'm not some insecure dude that doesn't have standards. So it's a lot of shit that goes into the current dating climate that makes it very difficult for like. I think I'm an average dude. I think I'm a slightly above. I don't think I'm the best looking dude in the world. I think I'm a slightly above average dude. So I think for guys like me in the current dating climate, it makes it really fucking annoying.
Well, technically, by your age and how like your job status is currently, you should be the prize in this, right? That's why I think it's weird now. These
Well, that
girls
girl
are,
made money. The girl I was talking about, she made money, so she made really good money.
yeah. I'm saying like the average girl that has all these like high standards and shit. I don't know
Yeah.
where that comes from. Wouldn't the guy be the prize because they're basically gold diggers trying to find the right guy that makes enough money to support their lifestyle? It's like I think this should be flipped. Instead of us going out to them, I think they should be coming to us. We're the prizes. They're not offering anything. Like you said, there are some girls that have like good jobs, whatever. Outside of those, like we're talking about girls that just like, I want a guy to make 6 figures. He has to be 6 feet tall. He has to have a car. He has to
But
pay all my
all of them are like
bills.
that. Even the girls who made good money, like so the girl I was previously dating when I was telling you about, I
Yeah.
think she made like probably 70 or 80K, and in Illinois that's good money because she had a nice apartment, 2 bedroom apartment for herself. She had one room for her office because she worked from home, and then the rest of the house was herself. And it wasn't the biggest apartment, but it was a nice apartment in a very nice suburb of Illinois. So she had a pretty nice place, so it was pretty cool. And I know she made decent money, but student loans, car note, that money goes pretty quick. So they kind of got to live a basic lifestyle, even though they make a lot.
Especially being in Chicago too, because I know there's the whole ICE thing going on right now in Chicago. Is that in your area or is that in the more
Well,
down in the
I
bigger
live on the
city?
west side, so
Yeah.
there's stuff that goes on the west side. It's random because like Chicago is a very segregated city, so you have certain parts of the west side that's like blacks and Puerto Ricans, and then there's certain parts that's just like Mexican, certain parts that's just like Mexican and black. It's like really like you can kind of like if you say, "Hey, I'm from this part of town," everyone knows, "Oh, that's the Mexican town part of town," or "That's the Polish part of town," "That's the white part of town."
Because I think the problem with women now most of the time is that their average women's standards are too high, and
Oh
they
yeah,
think
hundred
that
percent,
and
hundred
they think
percent.
that they're freaking. I don't know what they think in their mind. It's like they think they're owed that, and it's like no, you are owed something a little bit
Well,
different. It's
you know what it is, and I'll be honest with you because I've experienced this myself, and
a lot of
I'm a guy who's
entitlement.
been through this. It's one of those situations where it's kind of like a lot of girls don't realize a lot of dudes would just sleep with them to get their rocks off and have zero interest in them after that. So, for
Mhm,
example, I slept with a girl recently who I would never probably take seriously because of the way she looked. She was just to me just not my type physically,
mhm.
but sexually she did everything I wanted her to do. That's how it happens like that at times. So since I know so for example, like I know if I'll take this girl in public and like, hey, this is my girlfriend, dudes would be like, that's the best you can do. You could do way better. You could do way better. So they'll be like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Okay, if he likes her, that's cool. Maybe that's just his thing. But they'll be like, they don't make sense. You ever see a couple that's like, that's like seeing
Yeah.
a fucking super IG baddie with a short, fucking fat, bald dude that's like 80 years old. You're like, yeah, she's using that dude for his money. She's not taking that dude seriously. So
But I
it would have been one of them
but I think it's
situations. So
because girls like her. Yeah,
girls sleep. My point I'm trying to make, my bad, without jerking
they're
myself
good.
off. The point I'm trying to make is a lot of
You
girls
want
will
me to
have the
jerk you off?
opportunity. They have they have the opportunity to shoot way above their weight class when it comes to people on looks because certain dudes just want to get their rocks off
Yeah.
and they think that that's the standard. So let's say for example, I don't know if this is the truth or not, but let's say for example the girl I slept with, I'm the best looking guy she slept with in fucking 10 years probably, right? Hypothetically, I don't know. So that means she's gonna be like, well, I already slept a rogue. I gotta sleep with another. I gotta get another rogue, not knowing that Rogue only slept with her because he was just trying to get his rocks off for the night. He just needed something and used it just landed on the land well. Like, fuck it, I got the land well. We're gonna have to do what we gotta do.
Oh, that's not a real background in floor. That's a StreamYard background
What
thing,
happened?
honestly. No, she's just being crazy. So it you know what's crazy? It's because girls have so
It's no,
many
it's no, no, it's
options.
funny. Every time I don't mean to cut you off. Every time I
That's
have
fine.
his background up, people think it's my real house. I'm like, bro, if I was balling like this, they're like, girls start DMing you. Hey, send me his number, MSK. What's his IG?
God, man. I had mine as
If
a
only
porn
they.
background. Yeah, I had mine as a porn background of a dude getting sucked
Oh,
off.
that's
Fucking hell.
that's fucking disgusting, bro. Your ass is wild for that one.
So my big problem with it is like girls like her, dude, I guarantee you she's got like 40, 50 dudes in her DMs hitting
Who
her up.
talking about the girl I was dating? Or
Yeah,
you
the
talking about?
problem with that girls like her and a lot of girls is that they have so many options
Yeah.
that most average guys, if they don't want to fuck with them, the reason why they don't give that guy any attention, even though he might be that nice guy that they want, which they don't want that shit anyway, that doesn't matter. Could you imagine having that many endless options to pick from women? Like if the
Oh yeah,
roles were
like
reversed,
it's overwhelming. So like me, for example, like when I'm on a dating app, right? Like it'll
Mhm.
start off slow where I don't have any matches. And then for whatever reason, it ramps up and I'll get a bunch of matches at once. And it's not a lot,
Yeah,
but it'll be like 2 or
yeah.
3 in a couple of days. And then as more of them ramp up like 2 to 3 every other day, it's like, damn, I have options now. Who do I pick? Okay,
Mhm.
and then you start like having the most craziest standards like, oh, I don't like the way this bitch talks to me in my inbox. One word answer, next, you're done. It's like you cut people over the dumbest shit, and that person might be really good for you. So it's like I see how my experience is with that shit. Now imagine, okay, I'm like this, and I'm a guy that's just a little bit above average. I'm not even. I don't think
Mhm.
I think I'm a little bit above average. What is a bad bitch who gets on the app? What does her inbox look like?
No, it was revealed.
She's
Remember?
not only gonna have
Yeah,
1,000 dudes like myself
yeah.
competing for attention, ballers, scammers, drug dealers, dudes who gonna trick on her, rich dudes. Like it's like the fucking sky is the limit. Could
No,
you
they they
imagine you upload your
they showed a
MSK app?
statistic. They actually showed a statistic of those dating apps. So women only be swiping on like the top 5% of dudes. That's why I've been saying for years that dating apps are pretty much just garbage. Like even that, like back like years and years ago, people were like, but MSK, I seen you on Facebook game. That was years ago when I would try that out. I haven't touched that in years. I don't go on that thing. Dating apps are literally just worthless. Like dude, you know what you should do for a new Yu-Gi-Oh a new channel for YouTube? Have you seen those street interviews that those dudes be doing around the clubs and shit, asking girls their favorite sex position and shit like that?
I'm too
You should,
introverted for that, man. I can't do that. I
dude,
don't have a personality
have
for
you
it. I'm too
seen
introverted.
interracials? You got to be doing interracials, dude.
Nah,
Bring
good.
up a white girl and be like, "What's the
I don't
size
like
dick you like?"
I don't like fucking what's the word I'm looking for? I don't like hood rats, bro. Like I will snap off on a bitch taking my microphone and getting ignorant. And I'm getting at the point I'm 35, man. Like when I interact with early 20s motherfuckers, I get annoyed. Like I'm like, these people are like I get it. Like for example, right? I'm in a sauna yesterday at the gym
Yeah.
and a bunch of early 20s to like teenagers come in all together. They all knew each other. I guess
Mhm,
I think they all work together at the advanced auto shop, like right by the gym.
mhm.
And they're just talking loud. They're making fucking cringy jokes. And I'm just like, well, these dudes shut the fuck up. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna tell them that because I'll get jumped. But in the son of a sauna, I'll get my ass with the son of a sauna. But not only that, like I wouldn't want to be the fucking dude, even if I don't get my ass kicked, because I can't fucking beat 5 dudes in a small space.
Well, you're not
Not my
Goku. What
short
are you
ass.
talking about? You're not. You're not
Right,
going
I
all
ain't fucking
Sensei on
Goku.
niggas.
But like, let's say for example, right, I did spaz out and they just like let it slide, right? I'm spazzing out on. I don't want to be the person who ruins everyone's. I don't want to be the older guy who ruins everyone's
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
because I was 21, so I know how I was. Like I don't want to be a hypocrite. Like I talked to my son's mom about this a lot with our son because she don't understand he's 12. And I'm like, dude, I was 12 once. I understand what his mindset is. If you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
get this out of him, you got to realize that the way he views Fortnite and stuff like that, and he's a good kid, he doesn't get in trouble. That's his world. That's everything to him right now. So a lot of people don't get that. They don't know how to put themselves in other people's shoes.
Yeah, I think another issue that comes with dating is like dudes gotta understand you need to come with something more than just like I'm a nice guy. Girls don't give a fuck about that. They want dudes to tell them that they're fucking stupid, that their opinions are dumb, that they're fucking whores. They want you to talk shit to them essentially. Like most certain types of women you're going to interact with. Not like every woman obviously, you know?
Right.
Also, stay away from women where like let's say we're in a conversation, right? Let's say it's me, you, another dude and 3 other women. And let's say this is my saying right here. Men can assess that certain things are going to happen based off of like context clues, right? And I'll say like all women aren't retarded. And you have that one stupid retarded woman that'll be like, I'm not a retard. Of course, what? Fucking hell. Stay away from women like that. If they're the ones that will say, I'm not the retard, no shit, Sherlock. We can assess you're not retarded. We have
Right.
eyes. Like, goddamn. Like, women don't understand that. Most dudes can just assess what the situation is without even knowing what's going on, really. You know? Like, also,
Sometimes.
another thing that you brought up earlier is like your son, he's 12, right? That's
He's
crazy. Holy
13. He's 13.
good lord, he's gonna be 15. I mean, wait,
13. Yeah, he's
he's gonna
13.
be he's 13. That means in 2030 he's gonna be 18. Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
God damn.
20, and I'll be 40.
So you're gonna be a DILF.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
DILF.
is he gonna just have okay? He shouldn't go to college because college is fucking,
I told him I told him I told him like if he goes to college, I'm not gonna let him go. I want him to go for a good reason. He's not going for a bullshit degree. So I already talked to him about that. Like right now, I can tell he's trying to lead that. He wants to be a pro gamer / streamer. That's like his goal right now.
oh god.
But he also, but for professional work, he definitely wants to do like
He should start
something either in science or whatever.
yeah.
But he doesn't know. You know, I don't want to pressure him with that. I'm like, just go to school, do your grades, and you'll discover it as you get older. Like, there's no point. Like he said at one point, he wanted to be a cop when he was a kid. Then one point, he said he wanted to be an astronaut. That's just kids, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I
right
want
now, I can tell
yeah.
ideally, and I would love it for him too. Like, I would love for my son to be like to go like pro, be like a pro esports dude. Like I would love for him to pursue his dreams and get that done. I would support him all the fucking way.
Yeah.
So that like if he can do that, and I can honestly like my son's not terrible, so it's kind of like, and what as hard as he grinds, I could see him being like an esports pro. I just hope that whatever game he's a pro in pays him well enough that when he's 30, he doesn't look back on it like he wasted all his years being a gamer.
But and he has to know the chances of that is just so slim at this point. Like I don't, to be fair, I don't know that much about the Fortnite scene. I don't know how sustainable that is because esports has always had that problem with sustainability. Like one
Oh
minute
yeah,
you could have a job, and then the next 3 months you could be out of work and you just don't have a spot on a team or anyone funding you for a while. It's just how it's been in the esports scene because like there was supposed to be this big boom with it. Remember with like Overwatch and Fortnite and shit,
right.
and it didn't happen. People thought it was gonna be like mainstream, like NBA, NFL level. That never happened. It never happened at all. So I would say for him, why doesn't he stream? He has a PC. He could just stream his Fortnite games. He didn't have to show
I
his
just
face.
think he's not that confident yet. Like he does TikTok videos. That's it. That's just his generation. But I just don't think he's. I don't think he's that confident yet. Honestly,
Oh, also, there's nothing new with. Did you hear about the new Power Ranger series that's gonna come on Disney Plus?
I briefly heard something about it. I don't know what's going on with it though.
That's all I heard. I think the problem Power Rangers is in the same spot as Yu-Gi-Oh. They don't know what they want to do with it. It's just kind of hot
Yeah,
potato. Like
I
you have an
can kind of agree
idea,
with
it's
that.
your idea. Like Yu-Gi-Oh. Now Dragon Ball's different. Dragon Ball, their creator literally just passed away, which is it was crazy. Both of the things that we like a lot, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, the main guy passed away. That fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that
What are the
you.
chances of that happening? Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I think
Like
the Yakuza set some shit up. They made some deals with the Yakuza to get rich, and they had to pay their dues.
so for Dragon Ball, I don't know if you watch Daima, but Dragon Ball, there's no direction for Dragon Ball right now. We don't know when Super's coming
I
back.
heard about that. I heard Diamond's done already, right?
Yeah, I didn't watch. I only seen the highlights of it. It's like the big moments. That's all I
Yeah,
saw from it. But Daima's over. There's no movies coming out because Toriyama was like, remember how he said we were supposed to get like more super movies every couple of years? Well,
yeah.
he's gone, so that's not happening. So there's no movies. The super manga's on hiatus right now. There's no anime. Same with Power
What I
Rangers and
personally think they
Yu-Gi-Oh.
need to do is maybe write like a mini, like little 10 episode thing to end it and just end it. Let it end on a high note. You know, I think everything has to come to an end eventually. Even like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever, it's gonna end eventually. Sometimes you gotta just know when to end something and start new.
Yeah, like
Like the
both
Dragon Ball
Yu-Gi-Oh.
franchise is
Yeah.
classic. Let it die a classic. Like don't
Mhm.
fucking ruin it by letting it stay on forever and then just letting it just turning into a shit show essentially.
Because I
Because like,
think
what more can you do? They already fucking they're the power level of gods. What angel? Oh, they're gonna be God. They're gonna be above God and actual God themselves. And they run like what more
yeah,
can you do? Like it's gonna get ridiculous.
because I think because like when it comes to like canon and Dragon Ball, it's just one of those weird things where it's like Super, then you have Daima, and then there's like a bunch of this other shit, and it's just like, what more can you get out of it? That's my thing too. But they know how big Dragon Ball is, so they're never gonna ever end it. It's just what more can Power Rangers, like our Power Rangers is not like the Sentai. So they're not even going to be doing things based off that. Yu-Gi-Oh's got nothing going on. Dragon Ball's got nothing going on. It's like, what the hell? All of my favorite stuff is just nothing. It's just over. God
Well,
damn.
that's why they have the new guard out now. They got shit like Demon Slayer. That's pretty dope.
I
I
okay.
saw the new movie. The new movie was really fucking good. I'm not
Did
even
you
a
watch
Demon
the
Slayer fan,
Oh,
huh?
okay. Did you like watch the anime at all? Any of the episodes at all? Or you just
Uh,
watch the movies?
I only watched the first movie with my son. I hated it. They killed Rengoku, but I thought the movie was just shot weird too. But this new
Mm,
movie, I'm like, I was fucking hooked from start to finish. I was like, I gotta take a piss break, but I don't want to. But fuck, I'm gonna take this piss break if I can enjoy the movie properly. I'm like, this shit
yeah.
is so good. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it was like, I'm like, this is what I want from anime, a modern anime. Clean, crisp fight scenes,
Mhm.
proper story, something serious, not that light tone Marvel Disney bullshit. Give me serious tones again. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I think that's the problem with anime is there needs to be more anime movies. Like Demon Slayer, that movie you're talking about apparently outgrossed every single Marvel movie.
it
And
did.
I
It was fucking insane, bro. Like, that's how you know it was that good.
or that goes to show you that maybe people are just craving something different now. People gotta understand, like, when superhero movies were doing really, really good box office wise, like Marvel
Yeah,
specifically more than DC, it's because people understand that there's fads that happen. This is just the biggest thing right now, and eventually it won't be the biggest thing. But people always thought the gravy train was gonna keep going, like when Diddy was doing his thing. He thought that shit was
yeah.
gonna keep going. That shit ended.
Fucking Diddy.
Oh,
You going to a
I
Diddy
love when
party?
people
Hand
say
that shit?
now no Diddy. That was the best thing to come from that. Just when people say no Diddy, not even
I
no
haven't heard people
homo.
say I haven't heard people say no Diddy in a while. I think kind of died already.
Disney should do a Pixar movie called Baby Oil Man. Come on. Like,
Baby oil man, that'd be fucking. Have Diddy voice the guy.
oh God. But before we head out of here, because I know you gotta get to sleep soon because you are high as hell. Good Lord, man, you
I
gotta
am
stop taking.
yeah this damn edible drink, man. Weed's legal in Illinois now. They got drinks you can buy at the grocery
You
store.
are a drug addict. Oh my
I'm not a drug
God.
addict. It's better than alcohol.
Oh
At least it's
God.
not ruining my body. Got my gains, keeping my gains. I'm making
Yeah,
them
man, you're
gains.
all
God damn.
sexy and hot now. God damn, you looking
Oh my
cute.
god, man. What that's what happens when you get less stress in your life and fucking work out consistently.
Oh, Orange. Yes, we will play on 2K Knockout. Probably tomorrow, I think. Because tonight I'm gonna watch the League of Legends World Championship games after this. But last few things I'm gonna ask you. So, as far as your Yu-Gi-Oh channel specifically, we'll start that one. Do you have any plans with that one for the rest of this year going into 2026, or that one's still gonna be on like a pretty much a hiatus kind of thing?
Well, I'm still doing one video a week. I haven't stopped uploading. What I'm doing right now is figuring out what I really want to do with the channel, and I know vlogs are going to be here and there. I'm turning it more into a Yu-Gi-Oh commentary channel, and that's why you've noticed like my commentary videos that are serious tone, they get views. They get more views than my vlogs. Like I did a video in my car about 3 weeks ago. They got 4K, like 4,000 views, and like for my channel, that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna keep focusing on my strong points and going from there. Like talking about things on my mind. Like I got a video playing tomorrow. Probably gonna be talking about the downfall of Master Duel and how and why it failed and what they can do to fix it. That's like my video I got planned. But I'm taking more time with my content now. And instead of like feeling like I have to upload, I have to upload, I have to upload, I feel so much better and happier that I'm not really on a I gotta upload because I want this YouTube check. I'm like, fuck the YouTube check. Upload when I can and when it makes sense. So that way I feel like I can make better content that way.
Oh, and are you gonna do anything with that Rogue Reviews channel where you're gonna review like movies and TV stuff you liked?
I
Any chance to
do.
revive that
So
channel?
I was gonna turn that channel to like maybe like a men's self-help channel. I told Gunner NYC this on my IG. It's gonna be kind of like a almost like a red pill channel, but not really, just real life men talk, different things like dating and different things like that. But it's not gonna be called Rogue Hero. It's gonna be a completely different brand. I just don't want to brand it to Rogue Hero because since I do the Beyblade thing, and that's more of like a kid kind of hobby still, even though they're Beyblade X is towards adults. I don't want to like hurt myself with potential brand deals because I'm talking about red pill shit or whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I offend somebody who might be give me a good toy brand deal with my channel. Because my Beyblade channel is actually doing pretty decent for. I just started it. I mean, I got almost 700 subs. I didn't start from zero. I started at 540 subs, but gaining 100 subs in like a month and getting videos with over 1,000 views consistently on a brand new channel is really fucking good, at least for me.
yeah.
So I'm like, I see the potential in my Beyblade channel way more than Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Beyblade has more of a casual audience. So and they have a bigger audience. So you'll just get it's easier to get views. I'm like, bro, I just made a video, it's decent. And I'm already at 1,000 views. That's pretty fucking good for a no-name channel. And there's tons of no-name channels popping up in that community getting really good fucking views. So it's kind of just like I got tired of I'm fucking stoned, bro. But I got tired of fucking like doing Yu-Gi-Oh content consistently and being stuck because the niche is so small and I'm doing competitive within the niche and people already have their favorites and I'm just the guy that people watch when they're bored probably.
And
It's like
and
it's
the
hard for me to
topics are
break through.
cycling too. Like in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, it feels like you're just cycling the same topic year in and year out,
Hmm.
and there's no actual new layer to the discussion. It's basically like, yeah, pricing sucks. Konami's power creeping is bad. I don't like that fat fuck, whoever it is, insert whoever. That's it. It's just the same cycle. Hey, this new set sucks. Awesome. More news at 11, Jimmy. It's like fucking hell.
Like
God.
that's why they said I think they're kind of mad at Simo for not being enthusiastic about Yu-Gi-Oh! But he's been saying the same thing for years. Like, bro, what the fuck do you expect? This game's boring. This game sucks. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, but you know what's the problem is they love doing it so much when Yu-Gi-Oh was at its peak that they made their livelihood off of it. So they never conceived in their mind that Yu-Gi-Oh could ever be bad. So they're like, "Fuck! Now I have to fake like it, and that's how I get my livelihood." That sucks, honestly.
I mean, I think there's people who genuinely do enjoy it, or maybe
Yeah.
they just they either enjoy it or they just enjoy it being good at something.
Hmm.
Because there's a lot of people that I think they just probably can give two shits about Yu-Gi-Oh, but they're so good at Yu-Gi-Oh that they're just like, well, I'll stick to it because I'm really good at it. And good at it, and they like they like the community they built around getting good at Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
They're not willing to just cut it all off and start over from scratch.
So you have the main Rogue Hero channel. You have the one for Bay. Okay, so what's gonna happen with the one for Beyblade? Because you said you're gonna rebrand that Rogue Reviews one into something more like Men's Fitness Red Pill shit. So what happens with the Beyblade channel then?
Beyblade 10, I'm still doing it.
Okay.
I uploaded a video today. Like I said, I'm on the road to 700 subs. I'm close to being monetized on that channel, so it's gonna be really good because that's the channel I'm doing for me and my son, and we're doing it together and splitting the revenue.
Yeah, I gotta get back on uploading consistently to my comic book channel. The videos were doing pretty good. It's just how it comes with content creation. You have to sit down, cut the video, intro, outro, render it, upload it, thumbnail, tags, and all that shit.
You
It's
know
just
what?
like damn.
I've been giving two shits about the thumbnail recently. There's a one guy I watch on YouTube named Lord Heck, or
Hmm.
no, it was main channel is Heck Speaks. That's his main channel right now. And all he does is talk, and he's been doing YouTube and TikTok for a while, and he was making six figures at one point doing the shit. And he still makes good money now, but he's not making six figures. And he's a young guy, he's like your age.
Hmm.
And one of the things he said, like honestly, is focus on the title more because the thumbnail doesn't really mean shit. And he showed tons of examples of his channel and other channels that like their most popular video had a bogus ass thumbnail, but the title was so interesting and the video
Yeah,
coincided with the title that it got clicks. So it really didn't the thumbnail really didn't fucking matter that much. Like you obviously a good thumbnail is gonna matter a little bit, but
yeah,
in the grand scheme of things, the video quality and the title you need a good title before anything. It's first title first, then video quality second. And
right,
I've been
right.
doing that for my Beyblade and everything else, and it's been working for me.
So the last thing I'll ask you, man, is do you have any shout outs you want to give to anyone in particular and anything else you want to say before we head out?
Oh fuck everybody! No, I'm joking. Shout outs to MSK for
God
inviting
damn.
me on. Shit. Shout outs to the Chicago Beyblade community. Shout outs to fucking my boy Jay Fresh out the press. Shout out to YJ Pines, I know, and everybody else. And I'm fucking stoned, so I don't know, man. Shout out to myself. Hell yeah. Subscribe to Road
Fucking hell.
Hero.
You got 8 inches of meat and you doggy style that
Man, I
bitch
wish I
out.
had eight. Man, I don't have 8 inches of meat, man. I wish. I ain't that
Hey,
black. I'm not
most
you. I'm not that
girls,
black,
they
nigga.
said 7 inches. They said 5 to 7 is good enough.
They're lying, goddammit. They're lying.
They be saying,
They-
okay, so girls be saying size don't matter. So you ask them, would you prefer 4 inches or 9 inches? They go, oh, it's like,
you
okay.
know, you know, after the 9 incher bangs me a couple times, then I'll go into 5 again. My cervix can't handle it. I couldn't pass it. It's like a dude with a big booty. It's like, man, she got a fat ass. We can't pass it up. Come on, look at it.
Or
Let's
no,
just
you
put
have
it-
that one where the girl's like, so the thing would go, would you prefer a rich guy that treats you like shit or a broke guy that treats you like that treats you great? And girls would say rich guy that treats me like shit. Of course they would. Because all they care about is money. Their fucking morals shift with the fucking wind. One day it's like, man, I just
Hey, that's probably one of the realest things you've ever said. Their morals shift like the wind. That's fucking hilarious.
that's how feminists are. Feminists went from
That was
wanting
hilarious.
feminists went from wanting women to be the best they can be to wanting men to compete in their sport. It's like, oh fucking hell.
Oh yeah, that was goofy. That's why my favorite episode of South Park is the Strong Woman episode. When he just whooping their ass. It was a scene where Macho Man Randy Savage is doing boxing with the girl in South Park, and he just beating her ass.
Oh, I saw that. Oh yeah, the
It was
Randy
like,
Macho Savage. Yeah.
He was like, strong woman. He just psh, psh, psh.
Oh, dude.
Bro,
Recently
I
I
was
saw,
dying
dude,
laughing.
those South Park compilations, like those Family Guy ones. You remember the South Park episode where they had the future selves show the kids that they're not supposed to do drugs, and then Stan was like, "I'm gonna cut off my hand right now, and if that's in the future, his hand should be cut off." So he cuts off his hand, only to find out it's a fake hand, and then Stan's dad cut that other dude's hand off. It was that guy just died. And Stan was like, I didn't really cut my hand off. Like, what the fuck?
Oh fuck.
Old South Park was the fucking shit. That shit was hilarious. I was dying on the floor. That shit was so funny.
Apparently the new season is hilarious too. I gotta watch it. I
Oh
haven't watched
god.
it yet. The
God.
new season
But
roast Trump and shit like that. I gotta watch that season.
But I will say, it was great having Rogue Hero come around for a second appearance. Can't wait to talk again. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK